The BumbleKast is for entertainment purposes only. The host's comments and opinions, and those of their guests, are wholly their own and do not represent that of any other entity. Content is provided as is, with no guarantees of accuracy or timeliness.
It's a BumbleKast Mini, sponsored by Heel Nobby.
It's time for more Drogune questions.
Oh boy!
What does the crew look and act like at middle age? Tell us about Ambrew and Echo, too, if you don't mind. Echo, sorry.
Wind, maybe a little taller, maybe a little stockier, a little more grounded, a little more chill, slight, but the same level of just devastating sarcasm. Lissy is, I want to say statuesque.
Really?
An absolute vision. She is, all the goodness that is in her manifests physically, outwardly as well. She's just like effortlessly wonderful to behold, and she's just nice to everybody, and she's gotten over that inexperience and naivete, so she knows how the world works, and she knows what a bunch of goofballs these guys are, but she loves them anyway, and she's like the one sane person on this ship. Foreign, little bit of gray in the muzzle, I'm thinking. Maybe getting a little jowly ever so slightly. Not that he pays attention to that sort of thing. No, he's not growing his fur out longer to hide it. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous.
Silly.
Jobun actually already is in middle-aged.
Okay.
Its Fortune Lab takes place. Ambrew, he loses that gangliness, fills out, and where he would be at that point is much more chilled, much more worldly wise. And Echo doesn't change. Echo is immortal. She is unchanging, unflinching, maybe a little bit of sag here or there, maybe slight pooch under the eyes from long nights looking at stuff, but nah. She is going to be who she is till the day she dies.
So Foreign isn't middle-aged?
No. Cusp. Give him a little time.
Okay. He's getting there.
Not a young adult, but not like old adult.
Okay. What's Foreign's record for longest rant or monologue?
Bold of you to assume anyone would pay attention that long.
Does he just keep going?
That's a lie. Jobun actually was curious one time and started timing it and fell asleep, realized that he didn't put the stopper on. Foreign's still going, so he counted it. Later asked Wind if there was a break in between. Wind's like, I wasn't paying attention. So it's a mystery. Maybe we'll have to find out again one day.
Does Lux have any non-violent hobbies?
None of them are intrinsically violent, necessarily. He enjoys a good smoke. He enjoys a good drink, a good book, a good meal, good play. He enjoys consuming things quietly. It's just, if you deny him any of that, things get a little murderous.
Well, How long has Wind been with Jobun and Foreign?
About 10 years.
Oh. How long is a year in the Drogune universe?
That is a bit of math currently being worked on.
Oh.
We're just going to say close enough to ours that you don't need to worry too much about it.
Alrighty. How will the crew react if Lissy grows taller than Wind?
Oh, they will not let her hear the end of it.
Well, you've established this, apparently, just the answer to the other question.
Gee, it's almost like I've thought of things far in advance.
Weird. Weird. I'm curious what Lissy looks like when she's that tall.
Foreign says, Wind, can you get me that thing from the top shelf, or should I ask Lissy? Oh, you'll get it? Thank you so much. I'll fetch you a stepladder first. Wind grinding her teeth, yelling at Joe, but she's taller than you, too. And Joe was like, but it's funny when we talk about you. And the thing is, Lissy doesn't lord over Wind with it. She doesn't see it. She doesn't perceive of it as a difference to be mocked. So Wind can't be mad at her. She wants to say stuff like, how's the weather up there? Or do you need to duck under that bulkhead? Or can you see me from up there? But she can't do it because Lissy's just too nice. And just...
Rude. Lissy is rude by being nice. I'm a bit confused on this. Which side of humanoid do the various species lean? Using the Anshanti as examples, are their organs more like humans, but they have insect traits like a carapace? Or are they like wasps on the inside, but with humanoid shells?
Generally speaking, it's very humanoid. Same kind of, in general, concept of guts and internals like people. Draw for different just because draw for different. But, that isn't to say that an Enchanti's internal structure would be the same as a Orgusk's or a Narman's necessarily. They have different environments, they have different physical needs, but you would be able to identify that's the heart, that's the lungs, that's the liver, that sort of thing. It's reasonably comparable.
Uh-oh, Navi's getting spicy here with a Gooner question.
That's hot.
The species can't interbreed.
If you're gonna say that, you at least have to say Drogune, okay?
No.
But it's funnier this way. The species can't interbreed, but are they compatible? Like, do an Age and an Orgus match up, or do interspecies couples have to get creative? Is it a mostly, but there's some exceptions thing?
To quote a handsomer, more successful Ian, life finds a way.
Good.
Again, generally speaking, everyone is compatible or can find ways to be compatible.
Well, that's a pretty straightforward answer. Not getting into too much detail, though, but hey, guess this isn't the place for that.
I want to go with the series. Honestly, there is a part of me that is intrigued by this from a biological and anthropological angle. Like,
Right.
What are the biomechanics of these creatures? How does it work? How has that influenced their society? And, what does it mean from there? But I know that some folks get hung up on the wrong parts of that kind of information. So I'm going to be skirting the line, at least initially, just to keep it basic.
Okay.
I don't want that to distract.
Okay. What's the longest time Wynn's ever spent in one location? Has she ever made a friend she had a hard time leaving behind?
The longest she spent anywhere is on Fortune's lap. Between the nature of their work and the nature of who she is, they can't stay in one place for very long. There have been some meaningful meetings. There are regular clients, but she's never been in one place to really call home or make a lasting, long-term, deep particular friendship, except for maybe one instance, maybe, but you'll have to wait till volume 2 for that.
Oh, spoiler alert. Except not spoiling it. Jobun always knows a guy, but how many of those guys are still on good terms?
97%. If not on good terms, then at least functional terms. We can do business, but get out. The ones that are not good terms are, you really have to do something to get on Jobun's, bad list. And even then, if there's a profit to be had or there's a good deal to be had, he might just grimace and bear it.
What about the guys who are not on Jobun's bad list, but Jobun is on their bad list?
Again, very, very small number of people like that. And darn it, he just drives too good of a bargain sometimes. Or they can't really say no because he knows a guy, and that could lead to problems.
All right, one last question. I'm convinced, her smug grins, her penchant for the side eye, there's a tremendous darkness lurking in Lissy's heart. What's the meanest thing the cinnamon roll has ever said? Or worse, the cruelest mischief she's unleashed?
Okay, so this one time, Wynn's teasing really got on her nerves, and she just belted out, "You're mean!"
Oh, no! That's a horrible thing for her to say.
Vicious. I know.
Rude. Wow. I didn't think she had it in her.
Cruelest prank was when she swapped Foreign's shampoo for honey, but that was more Wynn's idea. She just executed it because who would suspect Lissy?
That is mean, though. But also...
She apologized profusely and, wept openly over it and was, torn out of the frame. And Foreign forgave her because, we all make mistakes, and you did apologize. Now, this is what's going to happen when Wind falls asleep.
That's mean, but delicious.
Also, his fur looked hilarious for a week.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Good. All right. And that's all the questions we got on this BumbleKast Mini.
Sadly. Thank you to Heel Navi for sponsoring this BumbleKast Mini. If you want one of your own, head over to patreon.com/BumbleKast, ko-fi.com/BumbleKast, or be a YouTube member. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Pick up Drogune Fortune's Lap over at drogune.com/read. Physical or digital plug. And we will see you next time on the BumbleKast.
Go read Drogune.